You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we knew the National Football League would want to get a new television deal done at some point relatively quickly, especially in light of the fact that they're mad as hell about how much the National Basketball Association right now is making on a per-viewer kind of basis, they call it. Well, this thing may get done a lot quicker than we thought. And there is still steam out there about the fact that Thursday Night Football may be NBC's gig, and Amazon Prime may take Sunday Night Football. I mean, it's streaming service, really? Here we go, Sunday Night Football. But they're looking now to get a deal done before the start of next season. This is wild. Guys, make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. Here we go. I've got Florio and I've got Front Office Sports that we'll get to in a second. John Oldron of Puck writes in his latest varsity newsletter that network executives, quote, increasingly believe that the NFL wants to have new deals in place before the new season starts in September. Oldron's reading of the tea leaves points to Paramount/Skydance going first with a renewal of the CBS Sunday afternoon package before possibly moving on to Fox. You know, there's a lot of stock trading insiders saying that a new NFL deal is going to financially hurt Fox, actually. They mean that their actual stock prices may plummet if they end up having to make that deal, and they will. There's no way they're going to lose that Sunday afternoon prime slot they got. The NFL has an existing equity stake in Skydance, which makes it hard to envision CBS being frozen out. The strategy possibly goes like this: redo the deals for the networks that deliver free over-the-air broadcast every Sunday to blunt the inevitable criticism that will come before seeking a bigger bag. Here we go with the greed. A bigger bag from streamers that will potentially increase the costs paid by consumers. Let me read that again. Seeking a bigger bag from streamers that will potentially increase the cost paid by consumers. Let's go to Front Office Sports. This is why this is happening. Quote, the higher cost of the NBA rights on a per-viewer hour basis is informative but not definitive in the context of increased value potential for NFL rights. Either the NBA partners overpaid significantly relative to the performance, or the NFL should significantly more long-term value to partners than is implied at current rates. That, along with the NFL's continued status as by far the most watched programming in the United States television, will, quote, drive significant cost increases in the next set of rights deals. Quote, partners will likely pursue aggressive monetization through affiliate rate increases, station revenue, and advertising prices. Now listen to this. With the majority of these costs being passed through to consumers. So guys, it's about to become more expensive for you to watch the National Football League. That's where we're headed. The NFL has a contractual opt-out with most of its right holders after 2029. But given the size and complexity of the contracts, talks are expected to begin in earnest this year. Here's Roger Goodell. Quote, what we focus on, how do we reach the broadest number of people on every broadcast? How do we make an event out of it? Goodell is said, where did that go? Said in response to Front Office Sports, we select our partners in part for that reason. Economics, obviously, part of that, the value that's created, but at the end of the day, we want our partners who are going to broaden our audience. So there we go. As Oron has recently suggested, Amazon could be eyeing the Sunday night package currently held by NBC. That, in theory, would nudge NBC to Thursday night with a higher bar that Prime Video would set for primetime packages. At some point, the NFL will negotiate indirectly with itself as to ESPN Monday Night deal. Man, I got to tell you, that NFL ESPN deal feels so corrupt. I mean, again, going to negotiate with itself. Good God. The league now owns 10% of ESPN, which means that in theory, the league will be paying itself 10 cents on every dollar shelled out by Bristol. Can't make this shit up, folks. However it goes, the league surely has a careful and detailed plan aimed at significantly boosting the $10 billion per year it currently gets for NFL games, especially if the NFL is able to quickly and decisively persuade the next Players Association executive director to recommend the rank and file a new CBA that expands the regular season to 18 games as soon as 2027. And we know that is the other end game in all this. And we've talked about that before. They want 18 games. I mean, the product's so much better with 17. It's gotten noticeably worse. The product has with that extra game. And I've said before, the product has gotten worse since the coaches adjusted how they handled preseason about 10 years ago. By the way, you did start seeing a few coaches start playing their guys this last season again. But what happens when they go to 18 games, they're going to take away another preseason game. And streamers. What was not brought up in all this is they're still looking at packages to put together to sell to Netflix, sell to all exclusively to Peacock, all these places. I'm shocked that they're not exclusively selling packages to HBO Max at this point. God, I shouldn't have said that out loud. They might be like, oh, that's a great idea. What? I mean, they could, in theory, sell packages exclusively to the ESPN app. They did that, in fact. There was a game that was only on the ESPN app. I think it was the Cardinals and somebody. Somebody showed the other day that you would have to spend $1,000, I don't know what it was. It was a lot of money to be able to actually watch every single, if you wanted to try to get the opportunity to watch every single NFL game. It was something ridiculous per year. I was like, really? Jesus. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.